Have it? Is it like an actual item that I can find right now, or not?
Nah, it's like an art object, really.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. So Fang jumps on into the picture. Anyone else following behind?
I'm gonna take the mask and before we go in, I say, "Hey, Wilmore, know that maybe you didn't know Frank that long of a time, but seems to me that in that time you might have impacted him in here than he had been in quite some time. Even though he's gone, best life he could on his way out. Making a new friend." So then I'll just turn and go into the portal. Disappear.
And as everybody's gone there's still like treasure and stuff in the thing, right? There's still a couple things.
I imagine you guys. I mean, yeah, if you didn't take everything, but
Yeah.
I just imagined you guys were taking everything.
I'd leave like some stuff in with the body, and then I'd kind of go over and I would cast like just kind of step back and I'd pull out my bagpipes and I'd play what is it, tips? It's like,
Yeah.
Perhaps.
and then I would cast move earth, and I would slowly move all of Frank in with him, except just a little bit, and I'd take a little bit in a vial to keep with me, kind of like hang around my neck, and then kind of slide the sarcophagus shut. And as I walk out, I kind of like put my hand on it and be like, "You don't know what you've done, my friend." And I just kind of step through.
Love that. Love that, definitely. As you step on through, you guys feel your bodies get pulled, warped in through the time and space continuum as you guys land within Candlekeep once again. Osiris standing over the book on the ground. Oh my god! What just happened there? I've been waiting here for quite some time. I didn't know if you guys were gonna come back or not, but I'm glad to see that you are, and a little worse for wear, you over there, but nonetheless, alive.
So what'd you expect? The wrecking crew! And then I do a flex. And
I did not expect that. I'll tell you that. Wow, magical muscles. Okay. I'm assuming you guys gathered what you have from here then, or were you still looking for more information of his travels and whatnot?
Well, I think I kind of like go back and like shut the door, so it's just us, and I'd go, how long you been here, buddy?
It's been a few years. I've been in a Valid, helping out, and it's been quite a few years. What do you ask?
Yeah, quite. I mean, I mean, you guys got a lot of good stuff in here. Do people ever come here with, crazy stuff? And how do you treat those people? Where's the special section, if you will? And I shoot him a little double-eyed wink.
I mean, we certainly get all sorts of wild and esoteric books and tomes brought into here, and of course by some from some strange characters as well. But I mean, most of all, you can just find them littered about, scattered throughout. Is there something in particular that you're looking for? Perhaps I can, help guide you into that direction.
I'm gonna like turn around so you can't like see me or see my face. I'm gonna cast a message to Fang and be like, "Should we show him the scroll? Is he to be trusted?"
And then just telepathically, I'm thinking, I don't think anyone else needs to know about this besides us.
Okay. And then I would just kind of turn back around and go, I mean, we were looking for any other documentation you had about this here. It's called a sun issue of the moon. It's dark outside. Come on.
Yes. Do you know about this at all? It's a strange event that's going on.
It is. I was hoping maybe there'd be something here in the vast library of Candlekeep, but I guess not. Maybe Everlund has something.
I don't know for say if we have any writings about such an event, but there is another avowed such as myself who, um, he's quite a prophet, if you will. An oracle. He's seen things, and a lot of times it's a crock of shit, if I will, but more often than not, hits the nail on the head.
Oh, we find him. We might need to take a quick little rest after jumping out of a book, but we wanted to chat to this Kathy.
Yes, his name is Alando, but let me see if I can perhaps go grab him for you all. If you want to just stay here, and I'll be back in just a few moments.
That would be wonderful, my friend.
Certainly.
Maybe you could bring some crackers or something. I'm kind of hungry.
Oh yeah, maybe some juice.
Crackers and juice, yes. A snack for first graders. I'll be right back. And he runs off, and he goes running off for a bit of time, leaving you guys to your own.
As he walks away, I go, first graders, right at the top.
Am right. It's awesome.
As he goes, so what you got there, Fang?
I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it tucked away for now until we get back onto the airship. I don't feel like opening it.
Uncomfortable, isn't it? Oh, you meant the scroll. Sucked.
We don't think maybe somebody in charge of a vast library would have an idea what's in it? Do we even know if we can read it? Well, I guess I can read it, so.
I guess let me check it out real quick. And I pull out the tube and try to open it.
Yeah.
And reveal what's inside.
You begin to open it up and unravel the scroll real quick, and you see it is a lengthy piece written in great detail about, exactly what you guys have kind of learned about what the Netherese wizards and their folly was, and they were trying to learn and how to control the weave of magic. The weave being the energy, the raw energy in the universe that magic gains its power through, and how it's received and traversed. Invisible kind of magical force in the air. But the weave is essentially how all magic has come to be. And the Nether Scroll essentially reveals a bit of that and teaches you more in depth of how magic can actually be worked. And of course, you're starting to read this, and it is foreign language rocket science to you. It makes almost absolute no sense. You would imagine that to really dig into this and really understand it, you would have to dedicate a large chunk of time reading this, studying word for word, and deciphering exactly what it means and how you can unlock the weave and the power of the weave, by the words inscribed on this. So there's a lot of that. It's really, strange and esoteric and hard to really gather. It's really heady stuff, but you get the general premise of what you could actually go ahead and roll a Arcana or Intelligence check.
Kind of help him read it, so maybe I'd be
Yeah.
helping him read.
You can do it again, Bang, if you want.
Maybe throw guidance on him too.
Yeah. Throw a D4 on that.
Let's get it to 20. Come on.
Give me more than 20. I'll take
There
it
you
to
go.
20.
Yeah, pretty much what you have been gathering from this is if you were to, as I said, spend a large chunk of time studying this to really gather a genuine understanding of it, and apply this understanding as well after studying this, you can imagine that there would be a bit of the weave that you could control and manipulate yourself.
All right. Gents, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Wilmore, you start to hear some footsteps not too far away.
I'd kind of like motion over to Fang, like,
I just carefully but like quickly just roll it up, put it back into the tube, and
and then I
put it away.
and then I kind of say one more time, like, so we're keeping this between us, or let the master take a look.
I'll see what he has to say first about what he may potentially know of this darkness, and then I'll decide whether I think he should take a look at it.
You're not
Fair
on the
enough.
door.
Is that my juice? Like, cast Mage Hand and open the door with it.
Door
Like
swings
all
open. He's got a tray. It is your juice and your crackers, and I even threw on cheese as well.
Hmm.
Orlando, come on in. Don't be shy.
I'm like clapping, like so happy.
You guys see this elder man, dressed very finely, but looks very kind of, his beard and whatnot are very long, but and kind of like well done. But you can see they're kind of scraggling, a little unkempt. He kind of looks like maybe he spends a little bit of time to himself and not as much time worrying about his looks, but he does have very nice clothing nonetheless. And he looks over at you all and says, yes, so you all were inquiring about the darkness that you see before you outside. You know about this as well, the Umbral Eclipse Cataclysm.
I may have
Things
heard
first.
it.
I a juice. Couple chumps of the cracker. Yes, we did inquire.
I'm sitting down crisscross applesauce at this point in time.
I'm just standing there with my quarterstaff sticking straight up from the ground, wondering what the hell they're doing.
Don't know anything about this. It seems to me that people look very wise and knowledgeable here. And perhaps you would know a thing or two. Yes.
Yes, I, as Osiris may have mentioned, I see a thing or two here or there in my dreams and my visions and within my mind. And, yes, I had foreseen this event coming. One that I have named myself the Umbral Eclipse Cataclysm.
He says this, I take another crack. Oh. Is this cataclysm? There's like crumbs coming out of me.
He just kind of looks at you and rolls his eyes for a moment. From what I have gathered and understand is that this is some sort of eldritch apocalypse that is brought forth by the occurrence of this black moon that we see hanging in the sky. And this moon appears as a pitch black orb, and it triggers a series of cataclysmic events, unleashing perhaps a horde of otherworldly creatures from the void between dimensions.
Look back at everybody else. A second, and I look back at him. Oh, what kind of creatures?
Well, that would explain the creatures that we had to deal with on the airship upon arriving to Candlekeep.
Oh, do go on. What kind of creatures do you speak of? Describe them.
They were like these winged beasts that definitely from a different plane. They always kind of looked like a there's like a ray that you would see in the ocean, essentially.
And they made this weird noise, like. And I'll take another cracker.
A telltale sign of a cloaker. Yes, you saw them flying in the air.
Yep, on our way here from 2 days ago.
Those are
3
creatures
days
from
ago.
another dimension, certainly. Yes, it seems the cracks have begun to form and spread out and begin to open. Oh, I can only imagine once that black moon reaches its apex how the rift will just be torn between the worlds, unleashing all sorts of eldritch abominations and horrors that are behind or beyond any sorts of human comprehension. I saw in my visions even the skies will turn blood red and the ground will crack open, revealing a world of nightmares and chaos.
Great. Now, how do we stop this?
That is a wonderful question. That did not come to me in my visions or my dreams.
Great. Well,
See,
I guess
in these
Go ahead.
times, though, my visions, they were twisted and distorted, though, and it's almost the very fabric of the universe is under threat of being just unraveled. Like if you were to pull a loose thread on the end of your sweater and just keep on pulling it and see what would happen. It is said
It's a sweater.
Oh, it is just a metaphor, though, for what could truly happen to all of us, and the eldritch energies that could permeate throughout the world and just destroy us. But
Go ahead.
no, I'm listening. I'm all ears.
No, I'm casting good and evil, and detect magic on this guy.
That's a very creepy.
You cast this,
Fucking creep me out.
and nothing seems
yours.
nothing seems
I
to
don't
pop
want you
up
to
on it. No
Okay.
evil. Yeah, no sort of fae, no sort of fiend, none of those kind of things. Or yeah, and I mean,
Okay, what,
a little bit of
is there-
magical, but yeah.
is there maybe any type of scroll that can talk to the weave from the nether that could like help with understanding better, my friend?
And when he says that, I kind of take the bottom of my quarterstaff and just kind of smack his leg. Shut him up.
Be nice, you. Don't hurt your friends. But I could imagine that there could be some way to learn this. But again, this is just a vision, a dream of mine. There's no sorts of writings about this from my knowledge.
Let me ask you something. You know, kind of going back to the metaphor that you had mentioned.
While this is going on, I'm grabbing more crackers.
In the event that we find what's happening to cause this cataclysmic doodad, if we were to, I guess, hinder, the energy or whomever is causing this, almost kind of like cutting the thread, do you think that would stop this whole series of events from happening?
I see there's a lot of brain under that shiny head of yours. Ah, that is
You hear that,
very,
Jen?
very
You hear that, Jen?
perceptive and very wise of you.
I think he's crazy, Bert.
I'd imagine birds of a
Yeah.
feather, birds of a feather.
Leave your stuff around him.
We're flocking outside. Just believe it. But nonetheless, I believe that could possibly be one such way that could eliminate it. Yes, if you were to snip this thread, you won't continue pulling and unraveling it. Yes.
Second thing, I don't really want to do this, but I feel like I have to. And I pull out the tube that contains the nether scroll, pull it out
And
carefully,
close and lock the door.
and just kind of open it up. Tell me what you know about this.
See, Ozirius kind of like, his eyes go wide and he looks around at all of you guys, like, kind of curiously, like, not sure why they didn't tell me about this. And he looks back over at you guys, Alando does, and says, "Is that? It can't not be."
It can be.
Think people jumping out of books don't come out of it with awesome stuff?
Zirius looks. I tried to tell them, but I wasn't sure if you guys recovered it or not. Your silence as you guys emerged from it was quite telling. Either you were hiding something, or maybe you're unsuccessful in finding it. But seeing this before me with my own eyes, it's quite impressive. I'm shocked, if I may
My
say so.
sincerest
Well, to be
apologies.
fair, we meant nothing by it, but we wanted to make sure that you is safe. Nailed it.
I mean,
Precious item.
I definitely know that you guys can be trusted in, but something of this magnitude, I don't just like going about telling people. But after careful thinking, I thought maybe it's best that I address this to you guys. Maybe you can help me out a little bit with it, if that's even possible.
Zeus would look at you. You know, these nether scrolls are long lost, ancient, sacred scrolls, and not something that, especially us far out here in the opposite area of of Netheril, is quite aware of the exact writings of, but we are aware of what is capable of and what they are capable of, and you know, us here at Candlekeep, we have been looking to acquire one of these for quite some time to hold on to into our vast library and our safes and to keep on to.
Well, maybe when I'm done with it, that can be the case. But in the meantime, I really just need to know if there's anything that you guys know about this that would just simply aid me in learning this.
All that, you know, really know is that it really takes a quite intelligent being, usually a spellcaster, of those that can manipulate magic, if you will, to really be able to understand the cryptic writings of it and dig into really understanding fully the mechanisms of how the weave of the magic of the universe truly works. And you know, you can say, you know, we understand physics, you know, and an apple falls from a tree and it falls down to the ground. It doesn't go up to the air. But we don't truly understand how all of this works, correct? And you can take some time to learn and figure it out, but just as you may with these nether scrolls, it may take some time and a lot of practice and dedication to really understand the grasp of how it works, but I haven't
Long
known
story
any...
short, Fang, not you. I just started laughing.
Yes, yes, not the one with cracker crumbs all over his chest either, probably.
Thank you.
I'm slowly
Well, I was
putting on my
personally
intelligence
thinking-
crown at this point.
I was thinking Chaddington, to be fair.
Well,
Wipe away the crumbs.
these scrolls, you know, are capable of being learned by and from many people who are seeking to learn from it. It's not just like some other types of scrolls that may be just a one-time use type of thing. This is, you know, like a tome of sorts. You can learn and gain the knowledge from it. But again, doing so is quite a task.
I don't know if we quite have the time for that task, my friends. And I kind of like tap Fang in the back of his calf, just like he did me.
Well, we simply don't have a choice. As I just kind of like reach out for the nether scroll to take it back and carefully roll it back up and put it in the tube. We've got probably just under 3 weeks at this point until who knows what happens after the next full moon. But I'm dedicated to reading this, learning it, and applying it, potentially save all of Faerun.
It is very, very, very noble of you, but I will say, though, that in my visions, in the aftermath of the cataclysm, only the strongest, most cunning survive in that kind of world that's been forever changed. And, you know, it's kind of a warning. I'd imagine the Nether Scrolls and the Netherese wizards and the way that they fell and turned their land into a barren wasteland of desert, and, you know, it used to be verdant and greens, and now it's nothingness. I take it as a warning to all those who have dabbled in such dark arts and and unlocking secrets of the magic in the universe, for the consequences of such actions could be beyond imagining. But I'll
Like
just leave
what?
you with that. Beyond imagination.
Well, it's either we're all doomed, or someone such as myself, or I guess anyone in the wrecking crew here, well, maybe not Cracker Crumbs over there, steps
Hey.
up.
Smarter than you. I think Chattington should do it, personally. Throw spells. That little hat thingy. There's in the room.
Nope. Regardless, someone's gonna
Back
have
to grinding silver. Like showing him some silver for my.
I guess I just don't know if we'll be able to solve the mysteries of the universe in 3 weeks, but maybe we find somebody that this would help. Could be a nice trading tool.
You, Azirius
I
looks
think we should trade this away.
You cannot be serious. If
That's
you're going
you.
to get rid of that, please, leave it in the good hands of Candlekeep. Do not let it fall in the wrong hands.
That's fair.
He looks quite nervous right now.
Don't worry, I will not let
Think
him
about
sell
how
it.
many copper pieces we could get for this thing.
Oh my god.
At least.
Hey, we
like
could even
one.
get some juice and crackers for it. Now I see that this guy is just like very gullible, and I'm going for it.
And I kind of stare at him. Yes, and he's the more intelligent one.
My little intelligent hat like falls off my head, and I scramble to pick it up because it's not like attuned to me yet. I'm just
Like a
wearing
little-
it loosely on top of my head. Yep.
Alonda looks around. Well, I don't think I have much else to tell you about this cataclysm. Not a way to really help with it, at least. I do hope that you can help, though.
Sure, they
I
try.
think we'll help once we head over to the wherever it is we're going out west. I just kind of like lean back and think for a second.
Now, or do you have anything that perhaps might aid us in our journey here? Some magical doohickeys. Deal it.
Zorak's always down for more men.
Zirius kind of like waves his hand over, and like he like is shocked for a moment, and he's like, "Whoa, you all have quite enough magic items on you, I can tell. If you can't manage with that, then I don't think you're going to be able to manage with much else."
I have too many doohickeys, man. And the last cracker since I was looking around for a while to see if anybody's gonna eat it because I ate most of them, but then no one has. So
And
I
as
just
soon as
take
you
it.
go to put your hand on it, I put mine out too. And I was like, I was waiting for that.
And I whisper in Chattington's ear, that's the second time he's mentioned getting hickeys from dudes. I don't know what's up with him.
And,
Not a thing.
let Chattington have the cracker only because his friend just died. But other than that, inside of me, I know that I would have gone for the cracker. But you go ahead, Wilmore.
I ate my cracker knowing my new inner strength after losing my best friend.
Well, gents, I really do think we should be getting out at this moment. Time is of the essence, and we've got to get back on the old dusty trail. We've come where we're looking for.
Maybe on the way out, we stop by them shops real quick and just trade out some gold and see if there's any more potions or anything fun we can drink.
I do think it's a good idea.
Great.
Alonda
Some
just
more
walks
golden
out
gold.
the hall and disappears, and Azirius kind of pokes his head around the corner. Huh, guess he didn't want to say goodbye. Sorry, he's a bit of a strange fellow, but hopefully his insight was
Seems pretty normal to me.
somewhat helpful.
He was good. Don't worry.
Yes, well,
Trim his beard a little bit.
yes, a little unkempt, but neither here nor there. We won't poke or prod him. If you guys are all ready, I can lead you out to the front again and get you on to the old dusty trail, as you say.
Let's do it.
That'd be wonderful, my friend.
Okay. So he begins to lead you guys out through the library, through all the dusty shelves and spines of books, and a few of them catch your eyes, of course, but you guys traverse down through the spires and spiral staircases, out into the main streets once again, through the Emerald Door, and back into the Court of Air, the main area of Candlekeep.
I'm gonna go to. Well, guys, maybe we can see if we can fetch a fair price for some of the stuff we just got. And I'm gonna see if there's like a Regrins shop, so I can get some incense and.
There does not seem to be anything like that. There is the House of the Binder as you guys go around. I know Zirius would tell you guys all about this as well. House of the Binder, you guys can copy any book or scroll in the library in there. Of course, it takes a lot of time and gold pieces to do so. That's on the bottom left. Up above you guys are the Pillars of Pedagogy, which are just like kind of places for study and research and where classes are taught. There's a temple down to the south. And there's an outfitters and clothers, there's a smithy and stables, and a small tavern.
I'm gonna look at the tavern and I say, gents, about a pint. Just killed the fucking dead dragon here.
It is, I will say, it's quite late at night right now. It looks bright on this thing right now, of course, but it is really, really late.
That.
Maybe
said that instead.
Maybe we can
That
get there
place to
just
slay?
in time for the last call then.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna check something out real quick.
If you go in that gift shop and you see any, potions we might like, we'll reimburse you.
Absolutely.
I hear that, renegade. Went to the tavern with Fang. I'm so excited that he's like down to go.
I told you earlier I did want that beer.
Jay, for this one, I won't have to stab you.
So you
This is
guys
the last one.
go into the hearth, which is down here. It's a small tavern and ale house. Nothing crazy. It's very modern, sturdy construction inside, and warm light emanating from a couple sconces and chandeliers hanging on the ceiling. Outside, it doesn't look as large, but when you get inside, it kind of expands out into this larger dimension, extra-dimensional magical space. You can see all sorts of kind of intricate clockwork devices, faintly glowing crystal orbs, and a couple of last people in there sipping on drinks and finishing up some work or reading as well. It's quite quiet in here compared to a lot of the other taverns that you guys find yourselves in.
After that battle that we just had, that sounds excellent. So, look up at Fang and right up to the bartender area and sit on the stools. Say, barkeep, it's been quite the day. The biggest ale you got, and or my friend once here.
Hey, you think I've worked my way up to try one of them Soul Rex?
Oh, yeah. One of those nights, eh? Yeah, barkeep, take it back. Get 2 soul racks, please.
I beg your pardon?
He's not.
So, whatever you got back there, sit all together.
So it's always with this crowd. And he turns back and says, "This is last
2 of
call,
those,
so..."
and don't worry. Well, I take out gold piece. Hey, make it worth your while. Then I set up.
Oh, well, I thank you for paying for your ales. And he goes and grabs the mugs, big tall ones, and says, "As I mentioned, this is last call, so try to be quite hasty with these, and enjoy." And kind of just turns around. He's polishing some mugs and glasses. This guy shakes his head as he was literally about to turn around the sign, essentially.
Well, Yeesh. For service than I expected, but whatever. Okay, Fang. First Sorak.
So the first
If
Sorak.
honestly, this guy was a dick, so if you throw up here, it's not a big loss anyways. Cheers.
Gross, buddy. As Sorak is kind of splashing out of our mugs. Throw it back. Take that big old gulp.
Yes, gulp.
Ugh. It's definitely no golden gulp ale, but it'll certainly do the trick if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, and this won't give you any health. I think it might kill you. You know what they say. Whatever doesn't kill you, it's you drunk. And I take another big gulp.
Hey, we're the wrecking crew here, and nothing kills us.
Damn right. Woo! I'm just I'm literally like up and strutting about.
Man,
People are like rolling their eyes at us.
for months I've been missing out on all the fun and camaraderie. I'll have a water. No longer.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Kuki would not be too pleased with the man that I've
Did the
become.
virus kill the grimace?
But nonetheless,
You know what?
yeah, we're
Disagree.
still
I
saving.
disagree.
We're still saving the
You're a
world.
hell of a guy. And at this point, get another big gulp. Again, you're a hell of a guy. Okay, I know I make fun of you. You're a hell of a guy.
And
You know
I
what? Been a good friend.
I see Sorak still got more Sorak in his glass, so I try and beat him with mine to out Sorak the Sorak.
Right, Chug?
Chug, let's do it. Let's do con saving throws. Let's see who does it. Solrak, you do have advantage
Hey, why do you get advantage?
because he's
I'm
got
a
the
fucking
dwarvenness in him from his
Dwarf,
armor.
brah. Oh, 18.
Oh shit. 4.
That's that seems,
That's your
seems,
first Sorak.
seems appropriate, yeah. So Solrak just completely downs that thing, and Fang, you put it to your lips, and first gulp, you're riding, you got it. Second gulp, this might be a little bit more difficult than I thought. The third gulp, oh fuck, this is starting to burn, and then it starts to foam out of your mouth a little bit, and down your shirt and your front, and Solrak's already slamming down on the counter in front of him, and I imagine laughing a bit and wiping it up, and
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what? You did great, buddy. I'm proud of you.
The next one, you're all mine.
Wait, make sure to sleep on your side tonight. Don't
Oh,
forget that.
you guys are done drinking. Great. Sorry, bar is closed.
Oh.
Damn. All right, I guess we'll.
If you need a place to
Say it
stay,
like that, by the way.
there's the
Jeez.
House of Rest next door. If you need a place to stay, maybe have a
Service
nightcap,
is-
if you will.
Is the service as friendly as it is here?
I'd say it's equal.
Yeah. It's a no from me.
Anyways. Get sleazy.
Kind of, yeah. See you later.
I was going to tip him big, but he was such a dick that I just like...
He wasn't expecting any tip from you, so it doesn't cause him any
leaving
pause.
my arm around Fang. Leaving my arm around Fang just now as loudly as possible, singing, "Hey, we're the wrecking. I wanna know. You'll be my crew." Woo!
Hilarious.
Like literally one more time as I walk out the door and I look back at the bartender. Hey, man!
And as he's singing that, I'm just kind of like walking down to the gift shop, and like I'm using like my my quarterstaff to like do like a heel click, almost like a Dick Van Dyke movie.
You walk down to the gift shop and you see they have like a couple of like Candlekeep bookmarks, a couple of like mugs. They have oven mitts with like a logo of Candlekeep on it, and says like Come for the books, stay for the beers, and a couple of other like little kitschy, very cheaply made souvenir type gifts. And let's see, you guys begin to walk out. Wilmore, what are you doing in this time?
While they were going there and Osiris brought me out, I would have asked them, pointing at the school. There isn't a school of divination, is there? In there by chance? Or is this
Not
just book stuff?
not particularly divination, but all sorts of types of knowledge and things that you could want to learn. Yes, they are taught in the pillars of pedagogy.
They wouldn't have maybe some incense I could purchase real quick. You see, I'm running low.
How much do you need?
About 250 gold and maybe some ivory straps if they got them.
I'll tell you this. I have 30 gold. It seems about worth of incense on me. That you can just have if you give me your word that nether scroll does not fall into the wrong hands, and once you are done with it, you return it here to which I would believe to call the rightful home for it, a place of knowledge and such, such things that belong in Candlekeep.
You know what? I like you. I don't know why, but I think I like you. So, we'll probably swing back here after we save the world. But if we don't swing back here, that means the world probably ended. So, 6 1/2 dozen the other.
I like you, Wilmore. A little strange, but I like you. Here you go. And he pulls out that incense and ties it in a little bit of bundle and hands it to you. Hopefully that will come in handy for you.
Thanks, Sugar Bear. And I kind of walk away from him. And then at this point, it's only been like 3 minutes, but both of them are hammered and skipping down the street.
Yep.
And I go join them. That was quick.
Wait, what'd you get us, Chaddington?
I got you some, and I kind of like reach in and I go, a bolo tie, and I give them each a bolo tie that I had.
Yeah, all right. Chaddington, Chad. They didn't have any candles in there for sale, and I think you're gonna like.
They didn't have anything. This place
No.
is done.
No. So I think you'll like this. They didn't, Chaddington. They didn't have any candles that said "ready." Keep on them, right? Did they have any?
No, they did not have any candles.
That's.
Keep on them.
He had his first Zorak.
Oh, I see, my friend.
Now that, guys, I think that's something that they should consider doing. That I think that would make them some money.
I mean, we should package that idea and sell it.
Yep, and you know what we should do? We just set up a little table right outside of this place. Only sell candles that they keep on it.
That sounds phenomenal. We should have that at the tavern. We should have that at the bar. We should tell Zeke.
You know what else we should have at the bar? Soul racks.
Pencils?
Nope.
We do have soul racks at the bar. I think that's a what we should do is
All the Zoraks we can drink, baby.
I'm talking about
if you finish it, you should get a picture on the wall.
Or maybe one of our candles.
That say keep on it.
Precisely.
They can keep the candle. That says keep.
Guys, we are going to make so much money.
Probably more than you have right now.
Yeah, you might be right.
How you guys feeling good? Ready to maybe call it a night? Take a little nappy poo. Did you get that little pin thing?
Pin?
Whatever it was, the thing we got out of the sarcophagus.
Oh, the crystal.
No, not the crystal. The sun.
Yeah, but you gotta be
Yeah.
specific, man.
It was the
Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah with
Gotta
the
be
with the
specific. Let's wait.
with the sun on it. Yes.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there with the red things.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe
I got that. Why?
Oh, I mean, I feel like now we each got our own magical thing.
But what does his do?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Try to use it.
Looks
Here,
pretty cool.
just start poking
You
at
know?
it.
Nah,
Cool.
not. All right. Well, maybe.
Sirius
maybe
is standing
I'll-
here in the court area with you guys. Says, "Look, if you guys want to maybe take this somewhere else, if you're not staying the night, I do need to take you to the gates in order for you to leave here fully. And it's getting quite late. I would like to get to sleep myself."
buddy. You don't have any candles in there that say "keep" on it, do you?
If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that joke.
Guys, exactly. People.
You have
want-
what, a nickel? Are there nickels in this world?
You're rich.
What is a nickel?
It's a copper.
Ah,
That's what we call them in here in
Anyways.
Kentucky.
Lingo.
should we all
Still that.
head back to the airship, maybe?
Idea. We can get here fast enough. Otherwise, I'm beat. We can go on these.
I pull out the silver gilded crystal that I found in the sarcophagus, and like I'm just like walking down the street towards the airship, and I'm just going, seeing if it does anything.
Make an Arcana check.
13.
Yeah, you're walking around and pew, pew, trying to make something happen with it, and you just watch as like the light inside of that crystal seems to like want to magnify a bit and glow out of there, but nothing seems to like happen from it. As you're just wandering around and just having fun goofing about with it.
I'll sit on this. Not actually.
As I said, don't
Yeah,
do that.
You might like that, though, Sorak.
No, God, jeez.
You guys seen didn't switch, did it?
It's
I'm
yeah,
right
we're on the
now.
airship right now.
You are on there.
Oh wait, yeah, it is. It's
Okay.
we're on the airship. Yeah.
Mine didn't switch for whatever reason. I might freeze for a second then.
Classic.
Cool. Don't touch it.
He
Nate.
didn't
Don't
freeze.
touch it.
Ah,
All right. So you guys, it takes you guys about an hour to get back to the airship.
the first.
Right. And you guys make your way back there in the middle of the night. It's like 2 in the morning at this point. You guys are very much exhausted, especially Solrak, who literally has taken a level of exhaustion at this point. As you guys get back, Dell looks up to you all and says, well, hopefully that trip was successful, as
Do this! I'm like hammered, and I go up to my dog and stick rubs.
good to see you too.
Hey, Dell. Hey, Cuomo, my buddy.
Fang, hello.
Yeah.
So,
So what's up with you guys? Hey.
just waiting back here as normal, following at your every whim, at your every
Hey,
desire.
how's old Snarl doing, huh?
He's doing all right. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. You
How's
guys-
he really doing?
You guys have been doing great.
Side.
I mean, we only communicate through the sending currently, so I couldn't tell you. A lot of times you can tell how someone's doing, their emotions, by being face to face with them. I can only hear the words of Klauth. But those words, they
Oh.
do convey emotions, and it seems like Klauth is doing okay.
You're a witch.
Good
To
guy.
face with you.
Good guy.
How are you doing inside? Swang.
I am fine. I'm happy to be taking, direction from our Lord, our leader, Klauth, and helping you all out under his direction. Whatever you may need is my desire. So if you're happy, I am happy.
Oh, cool beans, man. I'll put my arm around him and say, "Love you, man." And I give him a hug.
He must be really happy then.
Hit the hay now. You're a good man. Let's go, Brutus.
And I'm just kind of laying on Cuomo's back, just kind of like scratching at his neck like this, and just kind of like holding that crystal in my hand, playing with it, still going a little pew, pew, like up into the sky. But I'm just like gonna focus on it, see if I can figure out what it is before going to bed.
Yeah, gonna sit on that for a little bit. Anyone else doing anything?
Out. I am literally exhausted. Just snuggling my dog in bed, snoring away already.
Go back, take some notes, and bedtime.
I didn't even bother to take off my armor or anything.
Hey, now in 3.5 rules, you can't sleep in heavy armor, so that's not allowed.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. So let's see. My vision on my player screen isn't acting right. Oh, maybe it's because I don't have my DM token out. There we go. Okay, so you guys all find your quarters, try to get some sleep for the night. Fang, you go and find your area, and you decide to try to uncover what exactly it can do. You sit there for about an hour or so, just with it in your palm, rubbing your thumb over it, and looking at every crevice and the crystal, the way it glows with this radiance and everything, and you see this symbol is a symbol of everlasting light, of the sun itself and the energy that it holds, and the never-ending cycle of life and death, both the gold and the silver that imbue on it, and the just the way this crystal is radiant and shines, and it's a bit warm in your palm as well, and gives you a bit of comfort with the light that instills a bit of hope and courage within you and anyone that gazes upon it. You have gained the knowledge that if you were to attune to this, you would become resistant to necrotic damage. Attacks done by any sort of, or not any sort of undead, but attacks that come from undead essence, from necrosis. You'd also gain advantage on saving throws against any of these types of undead creatures. While imbuing it and the light is glowing, you can also deal an extra bit of radiant damage from your attacks. And you can also cast two different spells from it. One, you're going around pew pew shooting out and acting like you're shooting something from it, but little did you know that from this crystal you can shoot out a flaming strike of radiance from that central crystal, and then, impact and do hefty fire, not only radiant but also fire damage too. And also you can create some sort of guardians to flitter and float and dance around you in the vicinity and help you in battle as well. And that is pretty much it. Yeah, this is called the Undying Flame.
That's the crystal's name?
That is what the holy symbol is called. It's like it's gold and silver sun, and then it has a crystal in the center of it.
Huh. Add to equipment. Oh man. This crystal is fucking sick.
And as you guys all drift off to sleep, feeling very beat up and tired and exhausted from this long day of cross-country travel. It might have been interdimensional and traveling from teleportation services, but you guys have gone all the way across the continent of Faerun twice in a day, which is just a task in itself and taxing. But you guys wake up the next morning, and as you wake up, each one of you, fell asleep quite exhausted, maybe in your gear. Your symbol of Lathander that sits on each one of your chest, that was adorned to you and given to you upon that blessing of that ritual back in Lylon. You guys feel warmth from it begins to just push through your chest and through your body as it begins to glow. Nothing too intensely bright or anything, but enough for you to obviously notice that there's like a small beacon just beaming on your chest. And it's like a heartbeat pulsing and pushing through your body, coursing through you. And you guys feel a bit of that power and that strength of Lathander get ushered into your body and introduced into you as you guys all level up to level 14.
Yeah. Big
Yeah.
dogs.
Love it.
And as you guys all level up, let's go ahead and take the time to do that real quick. Let's see, Wilmore, if you want to talk through, let's talk it through what we are doing here on this level up. So I feel like Wilmore, if you want to start it, talking through what
We
class,
obviously take a long rest.
what
Too,
class,
right?
yeah, everyone takes a long rest, of course. Whatever class you're leveling up, what ability you get, or whatever. If you want to talk it through, go for it.
Oh, I'm trying. There it is, manage. So I'm doing Bard, and I'm between either Alert or Observant for my. I get an ability.
Nice. Yeah, you either get an ability score improvement or a feature or a feat.
Yeah, and I was also reading. I can do what is it like Bardic versatility, where I can redo one of my expertise. I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna move my athletic to something else. I'm not sure why something's acting funky right now, but yeah, I don't know. So
Right.
yeah, alert or observant. I guess I've already got advance. What would that be? A +5 to my perception? Oh come on, why isn't this working? Okay,
You can also replace a cantrip if you want to.
I think I got all my cantrips. Class features. Go to my character sheet. Why isn't my character sheet working? I don't know why.
Reload it. Try reloading it. I just did it.
Yeah, Solrak,
There it
what are
is.
you doing for yours?
I can either go up in barbarian or fighter. I do see that if I do barbarian, 4th level ability score improvement.
Did you see what you get if you're a fighter, though?
So let me see. Level 4th level.
Because you'll be level 11 fighter, right?
Oh,
If you were to go up.
yeah, I would.
Do you see what you get?
Like available at higher levels. There it is. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm doing that.
What is it? So say it for the
Extra attack,
Yeah, so you would get 3 attacks as an action.
buddy. Fucking wild.
So that means if you action surge, that's 6 attacks in action. and then-
People gonna die.
And then a bonus action attack also if you still have that available. So 7 possible attacks in one round you could do. Actually 8 technically if you use a reaction also on someone, or something. But yeah, pretty awesome. Fang, what are you doing?
How do you see what gets added if you level up?
So you can go to the game rules on D&D Beyond and click your classes and do that, or you can just click on the, level up one of them, see what it gets you, and then de-level it and see what the other one gets you. But for you, I would honestly probably just do monk. I'm not telling you what to do, but that would be my recommendation, what I personally would do.
So,
Word.
You'll get
Nate.
either an ability score improvement or a feat also. Yes.
if I went observant and had a 31 passive perception. Is that like? Are we gonna like remember to use that?
Yeah, totally.
Or-
I use your passive as
yeah, no,
often
you
as I
did,
can.
yeah.
It doesn't mean like passive doesn't mean like you
Yeah.
see everything. It's what is passively aware to you. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
'cause
like
you're
5
actively.
feet or something,
Yeah,
right?
so like it's not like you're God and you see fucking everything now that you have a 31, but it is, obviously you will be aware of quite a lot in your vicinity.
All right. Yeah, because it's between that or the +5 to initiative from alert. But I already have advantage on initiative, so I don't know what's better.
Well, you guys wake up the next morning, feeling rejuvenated and, of course, a little bit more strong from this power that Lathander has blessed upon you guys. Now that you have received, or in possession of 3 of Lathander's relics, and not an easy task. And obviously, you guys must be essentially chosen ones to bestow these and to hold them, and to have all 3 is quite a legendary feat in itself. You guys begin to fly into the air. Dell wasn't quite given a direction to fly, but he has been heading south, starting from Candlekeep. Where would you guys be telling him to head?
I
Do you
think we
think we
should
should?
go
Oh, go
Huh?
ahead.
after you, my friend.
Do you think we should go back to the Temple of Lathander to see Marigold, or do you think we should go back to that little cove
I,
that we saw right off the coast of Waterdeep?
I think we go west to the to that little island of the gods where the cubes are from. I
That's
think
too.
I think Narvi's hiding something in there, and I think we might be just about ready. Because it is a far travel.
You see the map up on the screen, right?
I'm not in it yet.
Scroll up, maybe. Oh yeah.
I'm still figuring out my feats.
All good. But I have the map pulled up, showing you guys where Candlekeep is and where the Nelanther Isles are. So you guys can see it is about roughly 300 miles from there, so about 3 days worth of travel altogether. Yeah, there's a few scattered isles. Not exactly sure which one to possibly go to. But yes.
Yeah. I thought the plan was to come down here, get the final piece of the trilogy, and then go over there and see just what Narvi was hiding. I think it was the one of the shards there.
Yeah, no, I do think. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. It's been so long. Yeah, I do think that's where we need to go. Try and figure out the cube situation.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it to it, ladies and gentlemen.
So Dell, he greets you guys. You guys all come up in the morning. Good morning to you all. You're looking a bit more rejuvenated and to do than last night. We have been heading south on our travels a bit. We haven't made it too far quite yet. But where exactly did you want us to be heading?
The Nelanther Isles.
Okay, certainly. To Nelanther it is. You begin to turn the wheel, going down southwest, and say it would take us 3-4 days to get there. The isles are quite expansive and spread out, if you will. If you know of exactly which isle to be going to, of course, let us know. But if not, we might have to be doing some hopping around. That is, unless, of course, you have some other suggestions.
Is there do certain islands have names there? For example, like when we get there, is there one that's called Chalt?
Uh, the Isle of Chalt, yes, is around here.
And then
I
no
think
other
that's
isle.
the one.
Yes, certainly. Okay. We should head to Chalt then. Yep. That should take us just about 4 days then to get to Chalt.
So
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
we're looking for the temple over there. So, if you know anywhere where it would be, that'd be fantastic.
Certainly. Um, well, let's get on with our travels then. Let's get a survival check, please.
So while during
320.
oh fuck, hold on. During travel, I'm spending pretty much all oh hell yeah, 23. All my time, focus, energy on this the scroll.
Okay.
Funny.
So let's say a 20, nice. Everyone roll D4, and all of these will go towards progress.
Soon.
Fang, go roll an Arcana check, with advantage. As I
One,
imagine
of
you're
course.
just spending a lot of time with this, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
So 12
So
and
4 towards progress.
And
13.
and also, while this is going on, I'm gonna try to make that death mask look like part of my current armor. You know,
Hell yeah.
a little bit.
You
so
have
it
like Smith's
matches
tools, right?
Yep.
Like proficiency
other
with them?
workers and
Yeah.
stuff.
Go ahead and hell yeah. Make a
And I have
intelligence
Smith's
check
tool.
and a dex check.
Man,
13
intelligence and
Arcana.
death checks.
I'd say that you sit here for a while, like, looking through it, and this is, you got like the grasp of what you could gain from it, but like not how it works at all. Like it's like yes, the square root of blah 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 is blank, but how the hell did I? There's so many steps to get there or whatever. It's so convoluted and nice, good rolls. It's really hard to understand. You'd imagine it would honestly take you 30 days of concentrated study of at least 8 hours a day to be able to understand this scroll. And after even completing reading that, you'd have to pass some sort of test to be able to actually understand how to use that knowledge.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's for serious wizards.
Wait, just so you see in the rolls, I rolled an intelligence, got a 6, and I used the lucky on that, and that's the 50.
Cool.
One dex,
Yeah.
50.
You make some progress on it. I mean, better than you maybe thought you would have gotten off of just the first day, but you're figuring out a way to attach it to your helm that's a part of your dwarven plate mail and everything. And these dwarves, they're crafty tinkers, man. They have actually sort of fastened a way already in there to create like a mask of sorts that would, not a decorative mask as like this, but something to protect you, maybe like in the forages or in battle, whatnot, certain type of wear. But they've seemed to have already made in something to snap pieces in, so you just are looking at that and working towards that and trying to figure out how to get your piece to work in there. And it'll take you a couple more days, a bit more hours to work on it, but you understand what to do.
Basically, what I want the end result to be is something that I can literally like also slide up and down too. Battle, which would be badass.
Absolutely, love that. Fangs, do you have anything else with that?
No.
Okay. Wilmer, anything for you today? You guys have progressed very well today. No roughness in the air.
Nah, just kind of hanging out. I'd get sanity out. That's what I would do.
Cool. So you guys can all take another long rest if you want, and you get about 100 miles down of travel. Next day comes. Survival checks, please. And feel free to describe how you guys are also, like, you help out with, like, this navigation a little bit.
14. I'm basically out keeping an eye out with Dawnbringer for any monsters or any weird things out in the sky.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hearing and smelling.
Love that. Okay.
First thing this morning, I decide to start my morning with focusing my attention on the undying flame as I go to attune to that.
Nice.
I know that my energy can't grasp all these attunements, so I decide that it's best to not focus as much energy on my elemental force tattoo as I drop that as. I know it pains me to do that.
But you get the D6 from.
Exactly.
Yeah, on the Necron.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yep, and then right after that, I go back to studying this the Nether Scroll.
Oh, so are you studying it? Are you trying to do the actual study?
Yeah, because I mean, there's no one on this airship that can. I mean, I handed over to Chaddington to see if maybe he thinks that he can do it in a quicker time.
I don't think anyone can do it in a quicker time. I think it's going to take a month of reading every day. I mean, I don't know if we have that kind of time.
Well, then if
8
that's
hours a day.
well, if there's no one up on the airship that's, capable of doing this, it doesn't hurt for me to at least read it.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I mean, do you have a better thought process behind it?
I think
We
maybe
have
we
this
just
Nether Scroll.
maybe we try to keep it safe.
Then I'll read it down in my quarters.
I just got to make sure no wizards get their grimy little hands on it. And after the night, and we all get a little extra powerful. You guys see me like up on the top, like just really observant, just like smelling the air, running over, looking at my finger, doing this, and just kind of like skeezing and spazzing out the whole time while I'm up there. Like I'll run over to the fire elemental and like blow on him, take his temperature, then run over to the front, and just going ham on the airship.
Easy, Wilmore. I think we have all that under control, but appreciate the help.
Sure you do.
Yes. Well, everyone roll a d4. It looks like our average was a 13 on this one, so 2 of these are going towards encounter.
Oof. 1.
Nice. Another 1. Come on.
3.
You guys suck!
So 4 towards encounter, 3 towards progress, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright. Another night comes and goes. You guys travel another 100 miles. As you guys wake up the next morning, you guys can see barely through the dark clouds and haze of the atmosphere some green landscapes, spotted isles down below in the water. And Delwood, as you guys come on up and everything, would let you guys know that you guys have reached the Nelithar Isles. Chult is still about another day's travel, at least, though.
Upon arriving to Chult, do you know of anything that maybe we should know about?
Yes, Chult is a very wild and dangerous type of terrain and island. Lots of creatures out there that you would not find on the coast.
Well, I feel like for the next couple weeks we might be encountering creatures that typically aren't seen. Do you know what I mean?
I think I do.
Hmm.
I'm also working on my mask contraption thing.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and make that roll again. Both of those, intelligence and dex. And yeah, everyone roll
Yeah.
another survival check, please. Nice, 19.
Yeah, and I,
Use a lucky. Hello?
and I'm still reading.
Fuck! 4. Yeah,
That's,
I'm
that's funny.
Oh, nat 20, and I'm still reading the scroll.
Okay. So you're spending 8 hours a day?
Survival. Oh yeah, 23.
Nice.
Right.
So that's 47 plus 15 is 62 divided by 3 is 21.
Whatever.
Yeah, something like that, right? Yeah, so let's see. Everyone roll a d4. That is 21,
Or-
right? Because it matters if it's 21 or 20.
It's just under 21, 20.67 if it's 62.
Alright. We'll count it as 21. Cool, so all these go towards progress then. 6, 7, 8. Alright.
I'm gonna change my spirit session, by the way, to heart to heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you're changing it to heart to heart?
Yeah. I'm changing it back to it.
Cool. You guys continue on your travel, flying overhead of some of these spotted islands down below. Wilmore, as you were traveling over here and with your massive perception as you're looking about and whatnot, you do notice some movement down on the islands. It's very hard and very far away to be able to see exactly what is happening down there, but you do see like almost like a mob of like humanoids running through the jungle.
Are they chasing us, or I'd lay down on the deck, send sanity down to kind of take a little peek.
Yeah, flying on down with Sandy, you go catatonic for a moment, and flying down through Sanity's vision, you see a bunch of like tribal-looking warriors running through the jungle, and as they're running, you can see undead creatures following behind them faster than you have ever seen before, and with the undead behind them, like in a bit of a stretch, Sanity kind of flying over top of the tree line. Actually, where does Sanity go? You tell me.
Well, so she goes down and she sees people flying. She's like perched on a tree, and she looks, and the undead kind of come humming around, and she would just kind of like perch herself. So like as they run by, she would just kind of just sit there and see what happens. As hopefully they all pass, or
Yeah, you see like these ghouls, like, long-tongued, wild-looking undead creatures just running, crawling at these tribal warriors, and tribal warriors throwing spears at behind them and yelling out and chanting. And then behind these ghouls, Sanity, you snap your head over, and as you hear crunching of large footsteps, you look over and you see a massive Tyrannosaurus zombie falling behind them and chasing after them, trees being knocked down one after another, and following closely behind this pursuit. I mean, are you following behind, or are you just gonna stay back and observe that?
she'd kind of like, so once everything passes, she'd kind of fly high enough, but behind the kind of T-Rex.
Yeah. You follow in behind that T-Rex and kind of sitting on the top of the tree line, and this T-Rex is picking up speed behind these. Like I said, these undead creatures are running fast as fuck. Like, it's terrifying how fast you're seeing them running, and these tribal warriors are screaming and shouting and turning back and throwing spears, and finally the T-Rex catches up behind the ghouls and gets past them, stomping over and trees getting laid out in front of him and clearing his path fully. And finally gets up to some of the tribal warriors. You just see lets out a huge roar and bends over, huge maw just crunching down on like 6 of them and lifting up into the air and spinning his head back and forth, writhing as legs and limbs hanging from his large teeth and maw, just spinning them out and spitting through the forest. Bits of sinew and blood and bones just ripped and spread throughout the land. And these ghouls just keep on following after them, and they put up a fight. You watch as a fight. You watch as a fight ensues between the two groups, and a couple of the ghouls and ghastly get taken down. But with this T-Rex on their side, you see these tribal warriors get decimated over a course of less than a minute, just ripped apart and tossing up in the air, and these ghouls and zombies ripped on the ground, just biting into their chests and their flesh and pulling them apart, and it is quite a scene.
Sanity comes up, and I'd stand up and just kind of go over to everybody and be like, so just so we know, we might be dealing with a different level of undead here. They got a T-Rex.
Oh, never killed a T-Rex before.
Yeah, but we've got
I'm
one
really
too.
excited.
That is fair. Technically, if we want, we have like 3, but that's a whole other story.
Could you imagine?
But also, just another heads up, they seem to be a little faster than our usual ones. So keep that in mind if we see them. They might be on about a little quicker than usual.
I think I'm more prepared for the undead than I've ever been before.
Little bit of light, slash and bash the shit out of that darkness. I'm gonna be like, you got that right, sister.
All right.
And then when we're done, we can celebrate with some Sorax.
Yeah, right. And I give half.
Love it. You guys, anything else that you do throughout that day?
I keep working on my mask.
Cool.
Keep
Yeah.
studying.
Battle.
I'd say, so like you're about halfway there on your mask. Not too much more to do. Keep on studying. You get another 8 hours. So, Fang, you have done three days of complete study then, right?
That's right.
Make sure you keep track of that. Put it like in your inventory notes or your private notes or whatever. And that has to be 30 days straight. Okay, you guys all take a rest that night and wake up the next morning with Dell kind of shouting out, "Rise and shine, wrecking crew! The Isle of Chult is upon us." As you guys make your way pretty much without any true encounters on this whole journey, 4-day journey. You're 1 point away from getting an encounter.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Would you guys all like for me to circle around a bit, or just drop ladder, if you will?
Let's maybe we scope it out a touch.
If you will.
Make sure there's no T-Rexes. Drop
Yeah,
into.
and I'm gonna lay down a second again, and Fang, I don't know if you want to scope it out a little bit. There was a lot on the ground before.
Yeah, me and Cuomo will take to the air. See if we can check anything out.
I have sanity, just kind of
Yeah.
dip around and look.
You guys begin to fly around and search about a bit. Each one of you guys roll perception checks. Not Silrak, of course, just the ones that are searching. You can do one for Cuomo too, Luke.
It's 21 for
Nice.
Fang. Perception.
19.
What's perception? Is that
Wisdom.
wisdom? Okay.
I think he does. Hippogriffs have like a perception thing. Nice. Solid. They might not.
No, he does not. He has a
It's
passive of 15. That's all I see.
Yeah, all good. You guys fly on down. Are you guys staying close to each other, Sanity and Fang, or are you guys kind of splitting?
I would say splitting up.
More ground.
Absolutely. You guys begin to fly around a bit, and say Fang with a 21. Or we'll start with Wilmer actually. With a 19, you can fly around, and you do begin to spot after like half hour of flying and not really seeing much other than vegetation and like very like verdant lands. You do end up eventually seeing like a path that seems to be walked upon, well beaten, and you take that in mind, and perhaps you do what you want with that. 21 perception on Fang. You would notice there's a couple of, it's a very lush jungle area, a couple of mountains in there as well, but not too many. But you seem to notice a couple of, as you're flying around, spot a camp out from a cave of one area. You spot a camp far away from that, out in the woods, kind of surrounded in a lot of brush and heavy cover, and another area with 21, very solid roll. And then you do end up spotting what seems to be like a small, squat building as well. And it's like covered away with a bit of brush and debris and whatnot, covered up. Pay attention to that, but what really catches your attention is you fly back and you end up meeting up with Wilmore, who has spotted this trail. And with your 21, you look down at it and you follow the trail up, and you see that there is actually a large obelisk about a quarter mile leading up that path from there. And I think that's where we're going to pick it up the next time we get together.
Do it.
All right.
I think that's
Got so
not much a better
stuff.
place to end than seeing a strange obelisk. All
So
right.
strange.
Whoops. Did not mean to X that out. But that's thank you guys for playing tonight. Leveling up to level 14. Good job getting that Undying Flame, the last relic of Lathander, and have made it to Chult now, the Nelthar Isles, and hopefully progressing to deal with Narvi once and for all, and whatever is inside of his temple.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pumped. Gonna
Awesome.
get it.
Did a
Awesome.
lot today.
Right?
Yeah, dude, we did so much. I was thinking about that. Like,
Good stuff.
That's
That happens
fucking
when we
nice.
start at 8 o'clock.
It
Exactly.
all started with smashing an undead dragon. On from that.
Good stuff. That's you
Wild.
can't go wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
I thought we were
No
dead.
room.
It was close.
I was at 13. I was getting there.
It
I think
was
I'm
close.
tech.
All right, guys.
Golden goal.
I think I have my typical Spelljammer game this Wednesday, so I think we'll have to wait until next Sunday unless I can squeeze another one in this week. I don't know if that's a possibility, but we'll talk about that in Discord.
I have shows Thursday, Friday.
Oh yeah, then we'll just do Sunday this week. No worries.
Deal.
Great, guys. We'll talk in the Discord. I definitely want to check out your character sheets and let me know if you have any questions about leveling up or whatever else. Anything else that you guys want to say? I
We'll
want to
see you
say
next
something
one.
real quick that I think it's funny. When I just denied like the magic item thing from in Candlekeep, my level 15 character has 3 magic items total.
What a bitch.
All together, and then my level 8 character has 1 magic item altogether. So I just to give you guys a bit of a understanding of how generous I am with magic items in general.
He is a
Big
generous
magic DM.
god.
Yes,
Well,
I
maybe if your
try.
character was cool, your DM would give you more mag.
My character doesn't need that shit, man. He does more damage than you.
Oh,
Sneak attack, sneak attack,
challenge
sneak attack,
accepted,
sneak
brother.
attack, sneak attack, sneak attack. All day. All right, guys. Take it easy. Take that short rest. Enjoy your evening and look out for those goblins on the stairs. Have a good night.
All right.
Later, guys.
Later, Gator. See ya.